On today's episode, we're going to take a quick look at my favorite industry, the semiconductor market, and we're also going to take a quick look at my favorite company, Nvidia. And today we're going to take a quick look at three things. First, I just want to share my overall thoughts on current prices. What would I do? Would I buy, sell, or what would I do at these levels? Then we're going to take a quick look at some recent news about the company, some recent events that are going to be coming up within the week or so that investors should keep an eye out. And finally, I do want to talk about a few acquisitions. Yes, a few acquisitions that Nvidia has made to kind of increase its overall product solutions. If this is your first time here, make sure to hit the thumbs up, make sure to hit the subscribe button, check out the pinned comment for free Discord, free newsletter, and a lot of great investing links. So let's get started. We can see Nvidia right now from all-time highs is down about 25.8%. The rest of the market is pretty much in the same boat. Nvidia and some semiconductor industries are not down as big as some of the higher growth stocks that we've seen. So at these levels, what would I do? If I was just kind of getting into Nvidia, these are levels where I would do more of dollar cost averaging, right? I do believe there's still high volatility in the market. Prices can continue to go down. So for me, if I was able to do free investing, fractional investing, these are the times where I would do dollar cost averaging, especially when this hits closer to the 200 levels. Those would be my heavy points of dollar cost averaging, right? Because even though in the short term of things, Nvidia could provide worse results, I do believe in the long term of things, in the next 5 years or so, this company will have a way bigger market cap than it has right now of 620 billion. So at this moment, I have no intentions of selling. My position is already pretty big, so no intentions of really adding. But if I was new, I would be dollar cost averaging at least at these levels. All right, so now let's take a quick look at some recent news for Nvidia. First, I want to take a quick look at this article from March 10th of 2022 that comes out from Nvidia's blog. If you are an investor of Nvidia, I definitely recommend checking out their blogs. They share a lot of great information of how their tools are being used around the world. But here they talk about, for the 14th consecutive year, each Academy Award nominee for the best visual effects used Nvidia's technology. And I think this is pretty impressive, right? It just shows the overall how Nvidia is not just a gaming company, right? They're being used in their tools or their technology is being used for numerous applications. Not a stock driving news, but still something to kind of be proud of as an investor of Nvidia. The second thing I want to take a quick look at are some recent events. So Nvidia on Tuesday, March 22nd at 10 a.m. Pacific time is going to have an Nvidia Investor Day. And this is going to be for the financial community. So if you want to learn more about Nvidia and what they have coming up for the next year or so, definitely check that out. I would also recommend you show up about 2 hours earlier. Nvidia will be holding its GTC keynote on that day, March 22nd at 8 a.m. And this is where a lot of great technology gets mentioned by Nvidia. They're going to kind of mention all the new products that they're working with, any new releases. So if you want to see the technological improvements of this company and where it's going in the future, check out the keynote on March 22nd at 8 a.m. I know I am, and I'm probably going to be doing a live stream about it. So if you want, just subscribe to the channel and stay tuned where we can kind of look at it or watch it together. So now I want to take a quick look at some of Nvidia's acquisition. Let's take a listen to today's sponsor. I want to thank The Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. The Motley Fool is a company that provides investing insight and stock recommendations for investors of all skill sets and risk levels. You guys know I love finding new investing tools and resources to help me scout out new growth stocks. And right now I have a discount for one of my favorite services the Fool offers. Through the Motley Fool Stock Advisor services, you get access to a ton of expert stock picks. Every month you'll get 2 new picks that are aimed at growing your wealth and to help you realize your financial goals. Stock Advisor's average stock picks have done amazing returns. If growing your money is something you like to do more of this year, you can visit fool.com/Jose Najarro or click on the link below for access to my special offer and decide if the Stock Advisor is right for you. Thanks again to the Motley Fool, and now onto today's video. Nvidia has made a few acquisitions just this year alone, on 2022, that many people might not be familiar, right? The only one we knew about was going to be the ARM acquisition, and that didn't go through. But that hasn't stopped Nvidia from improving their technologies by acquiring tech companies. For example, on March 7th of 2022, Nvidia purchased this company called Accelero, and Accelero is a storage storage specialist. So here they talk a little bit how it's a provider of high performance software defined storage and is now part of the Nvidia's team. The company will obviously be moving to Nvidia, and Nvidia will be gaining a nice amount of engineers and a nice amount of talent. And this is the important thing about acquisitions, right? Acquisitions not only bring a new company, but what comes with the company? The assets. The assets are the engineers that have worked with defined storage, with high performance storage. And that is super important with the way Nvidia is working in supercomputers, with the way they're working with software stacks. So they're grabbing talent that can help benefit their products. The second thing is, the next thing is technology, right? All the technology that has been worked up in the past by this company is also now joining Nvidia. Here we can even see Nvidia kind of mentions that block storage also has an important role to play inside the Docker software that runs on their DPUs. So for those that are not familiar, we've heard about CPUs, we've heard of GPUs and DPUs, right? And data centers, what do data centers need? They need high performance products. One way to kind of make those high performance products is to make chips that kind of ease up the demand on the central processing unit, the CPU. So those are things like DPUs. DPUs help kind of clear out some of the tasks that a CPU would do to kind of speed up the process. And NVIDIA is going to be using this technology to help out that process. And remember, NVIDIA is not only a maker of GPUs, the graphics card, they're also coming up with a CPU Grace in the upcoming year, and they also have DPUs. So NVIDIA is definitely more than just a graphics card company. At the second thing, this is also going to help their enterprise software stack. NVIDIA has become a huge software company provider as well, and this is a company that's going to help out with those solutions. And this is not the first acquisition this year. On January 10th, NVIDIA purchased Bright Computing, which was also another software company that will be used to improve NVIDIA's software stack solutions for accelerated computing. So NVIDIA, in my opinion, is making smart acquisitions. It is improving its market outside of just the graphics card. I do believe all these acquisitions make sense. I do believe NVIDIA is a great tool. Like I mentioned, to me, these levels, right, at the same time, NVIDIA is priced to perfection. And that to some extent is some form of risk in the current prices right now. It means if NVIDIA kind of slips up somewhere, and no company is perfect, right? No matter how many home runs NVIDIA has happened, there's going to be a time when it slips up, and that slip up can really cause stock price to decline, especially when it's priced to perfection like it is. So first, understand those kinds of risk. At the end of the day, even with those slip ups, as long as it's nothing major, I do believe the market cap of this company could be a lot bigger in 5 years. And for me, that's why it's a dollar cost averaging opportunity. So take care, have a good day, and see you next time.